Hey Elena, have you ever just stopped and thought about how much AI has already started to infiltrate every single corner of our lives? It's wild, isn't it?
Adon, honestly, it's almost impossible not to. I mean, from my morning coffee machine ordering new beans based on my usage to the recommendations popping up on my streaming services, it's everywhere. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a sci-fi movie, but like the mundane, everyday version.
Exactly. And we're really just scratching the surface. When people talk about the AI revolution, I don't think they fully grasp just how profoundly it's going to fundamentally change the world forever. We're not just talking about chatbots, we're talking about a complete paradigm shift.
No, I agree. And I think that's the crucial point. It's not just an incremental improvement on existing tech, it's a foundational transformation. Like, the internet changed how we access information, but AI is changing how we process it, create it, and even how we interact with the world itself.
Right? Think about work, for instance. I remember just a few years ago, the idea of AI taking over creative tasks, like writing or design, seemed like something out of a distant future. Now, it's happening. I've used AI tools for drafting emails, for generating initial design concepts, even for brainstorming podcast topics, ironically.
Oh, absolutely. And for me, in my line of work, the initial reaction was pure panic, you know? Like, are we all going to be obsolete? But then you start playing with these tools, and you realize it's not necessarily about replacement, but about augmentation. It's making us faster, more efficient, and, in some ways, freeing us up for more complex strategic thinking.
That's a really optimistic way to look at it, and I think it's the healthy perspective. It's like the calculator didn't eliminate mathematicians, it just freed them from tedious arithmetic so they could tackle higher-level problems. AI, in its best form, should do the same for a vast array of professions.
Exactly. But I can't ignore the flip side, though. There's legitimate concern about job displacement, especially in areas that are highly repetitive or data-driven. Not everyone can just pivot to higher-level strategic thinking overnight. There's a huge societal challenge there in terms of reskilling and retraining workforces.
That's absolutely true, and it's not something we can just hand-wave away. Governments, educational institutions, and businesses all have a huge role to play in navigating that transition. We're going to see new job categories emerge that we can't even imagine right now, just like nobody predicted social media manager 20 years ago.
And the speed at which it's happening, Adon, is what really gets me. It feels like just yesterday we were marveling at Deep Blue beating Kasparov at chess, and now we have generative AI creating entire symphonies or photorealistic images from a text prompt. The pace of innovation is mind-boggling.
It truly is. And that speed, I think, is where the forever part of the revolution comes in. It's not just a passing trend. It's a continuous, accelerating evolution. We're embedding intelligence into everything, and that changes the fundamental fabric of how things operate.
Let's talk about healthcare for a moment, because that's an area where the potential is just immense. Imagine AI assisting doctors with diagnoses, sifting through millions of patient records and research papers in seconds to identify patterns a human eye might miss.
Oh, absolutely. Precision medicine is going to be revolutionized. Personalized treatment plans, AI-driven drug discovery that shaves years off development timelines, even robotic surgery that's more precise than human hands. The possibilities for extending and improving human life are astounding. I mean, we're talking about literally changing the human experience of illness and recovery.
And making healthcare more accessible, potentially. If AI can streamline administrative tasks, assist with remote diagnostics, or even provide basic health information, it could bridge gaps for underserved communities. That's a huge positive impact right there.
Yeah, and then there's education. Forget one-size-fits-all classrooms. Imagine AI tutors that adapt to each student's learning style, pace, and knowledge gaps. Personalized learning paths could become the norm, making education far more effective and engaging.
That's a future I'd love to see. It could really unlock potential in so many kids who struggle with traditional teaching methods. But then you have to consider the digital divide, right? Who gets access to these advanced AI tutors? We could inadvertently widen existing inequalities if we're not careful.
That's a critical point. The ethical implications and the societal responsibility around AI are just as massive as the technological advancements themselves. We're talking about fairness, bias in algorithms, privacy concerns with all the data these systems consume. It's a minefield.
A huge minefield. And the black boxes problem, where even the developers don't fully understand how a complex AI arrived at a decision. That's terrifying, especially in sensitive areas like legal judgments, loan applications, or even medical diagnoses. We need explainable AI.
Absolutely. Trust and transparency are going to be paramount. If we can't understand why an AI made a choice, how can we truly trust it? And then there's the really big picture stuff, like the potential for superintelligence, AI aligning with human values, or the very real possibility of misuse.
Oh, the existential questions. That's where it gets really heavy, isn't it? The what if it goes rogue scenarios. While I think those are still firmly in the realm of science fiction for now, the conversations around AI safety and control are incredibly important and need to happen now, not when we're already facing an unmanageable situation.
Totally agree. We need robust regulatory frameworks, international cooperation, and a constant dialogue between technologists, ethicists, policymakers, and the public. It's too important to leave to chance or to a select few.
So looking ahead, Adon, what's your biggest hope for how AI will change the world forever? And what's your biggest fear?
My biggest hope, honestly, is that AI helps us solve some of humanity's grand challenges that have seemed insurmountable. Climate change, disease, poverty. If AI can accelerate scientific discovery, optimize resource allocation, and foster global collaboration, that would be truly revolutionary. Imagine a world where AI helps us achieve sustainable abundance. That's my utopian vision.
That's a beautiful vision. I really hope we get there.
And my biggest fear? That we don't handle the transition well, that the societal disruption from job displacement or the deepening of inequalities creates widespread social unrest, or that we lose control over critical systems without adequate safeguards. It's the human element, not necessarily the AI itself, that worries me most.
I feel that. For me, my biggest hope is that AI frees us up to be more human. Less time on repetitive tasks, more time for creativity, connection, solving complex human problems, or simply enjoying life. A world where human flourishing is amplified by intelligent tools.
I love that. More human thanks to AI. That's a great paradox.
Right? And my biggest fear is the erosion of critical thinking and human agency. If we rely too heavily on AI for everything, do we lose the ability to analyze, question, and make independent decisions? Do we become complacent or easily manipulated? That's a terrifying thought.
That's a very real concern. We have to view AI as a tool, not a replacement for human intellect or empathy. It's about augmenting, not outsourcing our fundamental humanity. It seems like the core message here is that the AI revolution isn't just about technology, it's about us, and how we choose to adapt and direct this incredibly powerful force.
Precisely. It's a mirror reflecting our values, our priorities, and our collective ability to navigate profound change. The world will change forever, that's certain. The question is, how will we shape that change? It's on us.
Could have said it better myself. It's an ongoing conversation, one we'll all be living through. Thanks for delving into this with me, Elena. It's definitely given me a lot more to think about.
Always a pleasure, Adon. And thank you for listening, everyone. Keep those minds open, keep questioning, and let's all work towards a future where AI genuinely benefits humanity. We'll catch you next time.